No, wait. Hold on. Does that work? Oh, is that happening? Look. It's more watery than, I mean, it's definitely more watery than before. Waiting for the lift.
Doors closing.
I used to take the stairs all the time, but then when I broke my foot, I really injured my knee. And it's like actually going down the stairs is the best lighting in this elevator. Going down the stairs bothers me a lot more than going up the stairs. So usually when I go downstairs, I will take the elevator down. Okay, good afternoon. So it is Monday afternoon this morning. Today I didn't have pottery because it is half term, which is kind of like the British mid-term where there is a break in the middle of the week. I think that they do schooling a little different here because there's like 3 semesters. So there's like a winter term, there's a spring term, and then there's a summer term too. They still get a summer break, but they just don't, I don't know, it's just not the same. Maybe I should go and figure this out. Going to take the metro, the tube, the subway to get into the center of town for acting class. There we go. So we're going past Ace and Tate, which actually I got my eye test done there last year. What they told me was actually that sometimes I have like maybe higher eye pressure than normal, and that could cause issues later. A couple weeks afterwards, and then it was fine, but she actually told me to make another appointment this year just so that we could monitor it. So yeah, I didn't do that yet. And then you always, in London, you always see signs like that. Yeah, look up on buildings because, I mean, obviously here everything is historical. So when you see one of those blue signs, it'll usually tell you like, oh, somebody, you know, famous or somebody that did something used to live here, or, you know, an interesting thing happened at this spot. So we're doing things backwards today. Yeah, it's funny because I'm not that good with directions and maps. I'm also not that good with like putting furniture and stuff together. Yeah, like I always say, you know, throw 10 ingredients in front of me and then just tell me to make a recipe, and I can do that for you. Tell me to lead the way. Give me a map. Give me like furniture equipment to put together, and yeah, I can't do that. Like spatially, I think that there's something weird with me. I can't really do that. Okay, amazing. I made it exactly 0 minutes to spare. Just finished class. Today was a very dramatic day. It's been an interesting day. Yeah, people were going out for drinks afterwards, but I don't know. Usually, like, I'm not, well, 1, I don't really drink, but 2, like, I'm always nervous because I don't really know them, which, I mean, duh, that's obviously why you go out for drinks with people. But anyways, I did not. It's interesting because two people were leaving the class because they didn't like the pace. And I think if you've never taken an acting class before, and this acting class is like 11 weeks, you have to like act
acting class is not like, it's not like business where it's like, oh, what did I get out of this class? Like, what exactly did this convert to results and this convert to that? Acting class is a little bit like, you need to go through the whole process. And you're right, sometimes, a lot of the times, it can be eye-rolly, but in order to kind of like get the results, you have to go through the process. So I think that that's what some people were not used to. But anyways, yeah, like today was good. I thought I would do like a recap of each lesson so that I could remember it when I watch these vlogs back. But today was just more about like embodying the person, and so she would be like, oh, be in character and let me ask you a couple of questions and you will answer these questions in character. It's not just what if I was that character, it's actually what are my traits and what are my characteristics that I would put into that character as well, you know, and not just pretending like if I was her. It's putting you into her and kind of like mixing you both. So actually, hold on. I think what I'm gonna do is go into the Oxfam today because I have an event coming up and I thought, okay, like I need some dresses. I'll tell you more about it afterwards, but I think, ooh, there's a lot of people. What is this? What is that? $5.99. I don't totally know what it is, but okay, let's see. So this is actually the first time I'm letting you all know. I'm actually going. So I'm actually going to be going to India later on in the year for a wedding, and you need like 5 different changes of dress, and so I mean it's just a lot of money just because I don't really wear dresses that often. So I figured maybe I would buy 1 or 2 dresses like from the store, but if I could get a majority of them from like secondhand stores, then that would be, you know, really useful. I'll tell you that British people, they're all about the sparkle, but they're all about like Christmas. Like that's all that they care about. Sparkles, Christmas, New Year's party. So I found myself in a predicament. So there's like a thread haberdashery shop, that's what they call it here, nearby. So we're gonna go over there. So I was lucky because I found the thread color exactly. Thread was a little bit thin, but then I was going to get mesh as well because I was thinking, okay, maybe the sides can be mesh paneling, but I wasn't sure yet, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to just trim off the bottom of the dress. But if you trim off the bottom of the dress, thing is it has like folds in it, so it's actually like I would have to sew it all up, so I might not do that. But I wasn't sure about the mesh yet, and they only sold it by the meter, so it was a lot of mesh. So I'm still thinking. So I only got the thread. There's just so much crap on this table. This is from my sewing class. That is what I wanted to sell on eBay. I'm trying to make candles. It's just, yeah, just all over the place. Is your lucky day. So today I thought we would try out the cry stick that I got from our first vlog together. So yeah, should be fun. Okay, so I have a mirror here just in case if the phone doesn't really... Eyes are actually a bit wet now. Okay, preface that it is an amazing ability to be able to cry on cue. I've looked this technique up online. Sometimes people were kind of snobby about it. Like, I kind of felt like they were like, oh, well, you know, you should be able to get to a place where you can do it and whatever. And of course, like, from the vlogs that you've seen me do, like, usually, especially for like film and scenes and whatnot, you know, they shoot like 5 times this way, 5 times from this way, 5 times from far away. And there are so many takes that it does not make sense that you are able to cry each and every time. And I also don't necessarily think that that makes you like a better actor just because you can cry on cue. Like, yes, very impressive ability, but no, you don't need it. How this looks is pretty much, it's like a clear lipstick, but it also, smell-wise, it's like menthol. It's like, I think I'm just gonna be rubbing Vicks Vapor Rub or like Tiger Balm under my eye today. I'm just gonna switch positions. It's very bright. Okay, so when you look up how to cry on cue, there are some basics that we need to get out of the way. So there's like 3 main techniques before we use this cry stick. First up though, basic, is you need to be very hydrated. Okay, because you're creating tears and water from your eyes, you need to be drinking enough water. So somebody said that there's nothing that will keep you from crying than just being, you know, very stressed out and thinking like, I have to perform, I have to cry. So have some water, relax, okay? First technique that people always say that really works, and it's really hard for me to do, is keep your eyes open, okay, for like a really long time, because what that is supposed to do is that is supposed to dry out your eyes. But if you keep it open, oh god, I can never do that because, but if you keep it open, like past the point where it's like a staring contest, past the point where you're uncomfortable, oh god, I mean, I feel like my eyes were already slightly wet, but like if you can see, like the key here is to like apply this kind of physical technique just to get the tears going. And then, you know, being in the scene, being in the moment, that's going to help with the rest of the tears. Okay, I'm just gonna, is it working? I don't know. It's very bright that way. Technique number 2 is yawning, or pretending like you're yawning, but like not really opening your mouth. So I actually find that this is true, is like when I yawn, that's usually when I tear up, okay? But you're not supposed to like do it, you're supposed to kind of back of your mouth, you're supposed to yawn, but with your like lips closed. I don't know. Does that work? I find that openly yawning helps. Hold on. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah. But of course, like, you obviously, I don't know if you can do that on a scene. I guess you can do that before a scene. It would just be a little bit weird. But third method kind of goes with the other 2. Shallow breathing. Like, apparently shallow breathing stresses out your system, and so because your like system's already kind of like stressed, be careful, because like sometimes you might feel like fainting afterwards. But if you combine that with the other 2, maybe wet eyes, maybe you got it there already. Okay, so those are like the 3 methods outside of the cry stick first. Okay, you're supposed to put it somewhat close to your eyes. One of the reasons that people might not like this is because, like, when you have makeup for a scene, it might rub that off. Yeah, it is menthol-y. And oh god. Okay, hold on. I think if I, oh god, I can't keep my eyes. It
does have a slight burn, but I just don't think that this stuff works for me. Like, when I read about the menthol stick, I did have some Tiger Balm, and like, I didn't put it on my eyes. I just put it like near my eyes, and it just didn't totally work for me. It is warm. It is how, oh God, it is how Vicks Vapor Rub would feel, but right under your eyes. And I don't think that you're supposed to do it like too often, because maybe it'll burn off your eyes. No, wait, hold on. Does that work? Oh, is that happening? Look, it's more watery than, I mean, it's definitely more watery than before. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no? I mean, it was kind of getting, definitely, like, I want to be able to produce a drop of liquid from my eye. And I think it gets it watery, but it definitely... Honestly, I won't. Okay, so one more thing, because this mainly a food channel, by the way. One more thing is... of course this is going to work, right? Like, isn't this what they do in, like, war or, like, tear gassing? Like... Okay, so this is a freshly cut... I mean, it's already kind of... It is wet, like I do feel it. Okay, freshly cut onion. I don't know if I was supposed to do like a white one or but I had a red one. Okay. I think this is a good onion, because I don't find a bad onion. I mean, along with the cry stick and the onion, like, it does feel very, like, moist, and when I squint, I kind of do feel like a little bit of liquid around the edges, but it's not totally enough for Waterworks. Maybe Waterworks, like, requires, actual skill and going to a place, which... as I've mentioned before, you can't keep on going to the same place. It makes it not work as well. And also, it's stupid to make you, like, sad just for, like, an audition. I'm just like, should I just rub this over my eyes? All right, so now I think I'm going to go into the kitchen. I'm going to do an intro for tofu. So hopefully this dries up a bit. Wow. What is going on? What is going on? There's been like this fly that's been flying around the whole day, and I finally got it, so we're gonna free it. So how to film this?